All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 o'clock. Let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is officially called to order. Roll call.
Trustee Eves.
Present.
Trustee Lilly. Trustee Dunlap.
Present.
Trustee Blakey.
Present.
Trustee Clark. Trustee Marshall.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Is there anyone here tonight that is interested in addressing the board? If so, you may come forward now.
I have a complaint about village ordinances about the upkeep of their property.
Okay.
I live on 203rd Street. I was told by one of the trustees that your Christmas party this year, that's a forgotten neighborhood. Whether it is or not, I don't know. I emailed the village clerk today, never got a response about who is in charge of this ordinance. According to your website, you go off of the requirements of, I forget what it's called, I'm sorry, International Ordinance, Residential Ordinance, or something like that, upkeep of your property. I have 2 rental units on my street. The grass is not mowed, it's waist high. My neighbor has 6 or 7 cars in their driveway. They're driving through the yard with a car that is running. Mud on the street, there's nothing of it. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, it's gonna drive on property until you're down. I don't know what to do.
Your address, please.
3275 230.
3275 230.
Correct.
And your name, please.
Pardon me?
Your name?
George Boss, B-O-S-S.
Mr. Foster, and this being, our response.
All right. So there are 2 properties on my street that are rental units, and both of those properties, I have pictures here if you'd like to see them. And these are the ordinances that you say you follow, looks like those. Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Sit tight, okay. Is there anyone else here tonight that's interested in addressing the board? If you could state your name, please.
Patrick Holmes, Jr.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to talk about my young lady right here. I'm a high-end business agent, and I live in Situate, also I live in the neighborhood. And she presently wants to acquire property in the area. I was going to vouch for her, knowing that she's a good person, good quality, and things like that. So we work with her through our union. So we work all throughout the United States, in Chicago, and Indiana, all those areas, so everywhere. So I want to make sure she's somebody that I could actually vouch for, that I think will be a positive influence in the neighborhood. Okay.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Mobley, and I am the owner of Air Wellness Safety Training Company. So we provide safety consulting services, safety training, fence installation, maintenance of traffic, caulking, interior and exterior, along with floor insulation. So we are currently signatories of 4 different unions. We're currently located in Chicago, but our desire is to bring our business out here to Lynwood. The address is 3245 Lynwood, Lynwood, Dyer Road. That we will also merge locations, because my husband, who's sitting there, David, he owns and operates They've got a motor doctor, which is currently located in Dalton. And again, we want to bring it to 3245 Lynwood, Dyer Road. And we're currently applying for a DCEO grant. And with that, it will provide acquisition funds, and along with some other things like improving the solar, the electrical energy usage. So what we like to do is install energy efficient solar panels for the current building, HVAC and plumbing. We will also build 2 new energy efficient buildings totaling 50,000 square feet. And that is to house Davie Automotive Doctor, and then Air Wellness Community Development Center, along with an additional business, A&D Construction Rental Supply. So we will be a benefit to the city of Lynwood by building a fully energy efficient building with hopes of eliminating electric bill. This will also limit the need for natural gas in that location. In addition, we will install EV charging stations for the public use. And we will also install solar power panels on the building along with an Amazon station for drop off and pick up of packages. We'll also provide solar installation training, EV training, and HVAC training for the residents of Lynwood for this growing community. And then lastly, Air Wellness safety training and Davie Automotive Doc will also provide a workforce component. We provide on-the-job training in the automotive and auto body industry, project managers, estimators, and safety managers. We will also have the need to employ additional residents that they want to put in that location. So what we need is a letter of support from you guys. We will need support and assistance in accomplishing this endeavor. We are asking for a letter of support and introductions to the community-based organizations, local schools for recruitment. And then we want to say thank you. We really, really, really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And will you just stick around so you can read credentials for the people? Is there anyone else who's not interested? If not, we'll move on. I'm asking for a motion to table the minutes dated May 14th, 2024.
Motion.
Support it. Motion by Dunlap, supported by Eves. Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Mayor Curry.
Yes. All right, that motion carries. Thank you. We'll now move on to our Public Works Committee report.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First of all, good evening, everybody. I would like to thank Sam Garcia and the Public Works for the monument they put up at Liberty Park. I would like to invite you all to come out and take a look at the beautiful statue that's up there. I'm also asking that any veterans here in the town help design a plaque to put on the monument. We were thinking maybe doing a little contest with the veterans here in town to write down what they would like to see on that plaque. And then maybe at our November luncheon, we would take votes and see what we would like on that plaque. I would also like to mention that we have applications for the honor flight to Washington, D.C. If you know of any veterans that will be interested in it, please send them to Village Hall and pick up an application. And that ends my report. Thank you.
Like, oh, we're ending the meeting. All right. That's the quickest meeting ever for us. All right. Thank you, Trustee Dunlap. Economic Development, Trustee Blakey.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor.
You're welcome.
Between last meeting and this meeting, Mayor Curry and I have met with several different brands, particularly restaurant brands, entertainment brands, and hotel brands. The hotel brand is very interested in coming to the village of Lynwood, but it's incumbent upon the equestrian village that is already planned for the village of Lynwood. If you know, if you've heard us speak about the equestrian village before, the equestrian village is going to bring worldwide attention to the village of Lynwood, because competitions and things like that will be happening at the equestrian university, I should say. And people that come there will need places to stay. And so that's why it is becoming of great interest for restaurant brands to be interested, hotel brands to be interested in the village of Lynwood. We will keep you updated as to how these conversations continue to progress, but for right now, just know that those conversations have been taking place, and they are very favorable at this point. I'm very proud to be part of, along with all of my colleagues, including the clerk. This past Saturday, we had a grand opening for R&J Landscaping. R&J Landscaping is located right there on Burnham.
Avenue. It's a family organization. Very proud to have them in the community and be a part of their grand opening. That's all I have for economic development. Can I move on to community affairs?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Community affairs, I want to echo Trustee Dunlap. This past Saturday, we had a Veterans Memorial opportunity at Liberty Park where we got our firsthand account and firsthand view of the monument that was done there for our veterans. The veterans that did attend that event were very honored, felt very honored, and we were very proud to be able to supply that particular monument for our veterans, particularly in the village of Lynwood. Several people stated that area is an extremely peaceful area, and some people stated that it's their most favorite area in the entire village. And so if you haven't had an opportunity to get to Liberty Park and see the Veterans Monument or just be in the park itself, we'd encourage you to do that. We also had a movie in the park on Friday evening that was a fundraiser. I'm pretty sure that you'll hear from Chief Thomas a little bit more about this. It was a fundraiser for our K-9 unit. We did get winded out. We didn't get rained out. We got winded out, and we stayed out there as long as we could before the rain started. But hopefully they were able to raise some money, and if you are interested in donating, please see Chief Thomas or one of the officers, and they can assist you with that. Lastly, on Friday morning, early Friday morning, we participated in prayer at the pole. This is an opportunity at Thornton Fractional South where the kids in the it's called the P7 group. It's a Christian organization within the school. They invite elected officials and stakeholders and residents throughout the community to come and be a part of their prayer for the summer, to pray over their students for the entire summer when they get out of school. It's always a phenomenal event. The Eagles Nest pastor, Don Clark, was there. His daughter provided a word for that particular morning, and all of the, not all of the teachers, but most of the teachers and support staff were there to support these students. And as I stated, several of my colleagues, Mayor Curry and Trustee Eves, we were there to be with them, to pray with them, and to wish them a successful summer. The last thing I have is summer school will be taking place at Sandridge School throughout the entire summer. The summer school will be free, and Superintendent Knowles is providing free transportation to summer school. So if you know of anyone that needs summer school in the Sandridge footprint, please contact Sandridge School so that you can participate. And that's all I have for community affairs.
Thank you. We will move on to ordinances and resolutions. Trustee Eves, can you read ordinances and resolutions for us?
I have a second read, action taken, ordinance number 24-14, an ordinance of the Village of Lynwood, Illinois, establishing salary and wage schedule effective May 1st, 2024.
Is that a motion?
There's a motion.
There's a motion on the floor. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Trustee Eves, supported by Trustee Dunlap. Attorney Boyle?
Yes, good evening, everybody. This ordinance was introduced at your last regular meeting. It establishes your wage and salary scale for various departments within the municipality, primarily police and fire. It is a precursor, as we talked about at the last meeting, to the development of your annually required appropriation ordinance. There have been no changes between first and second reading.
Thank you. Roll call.
Trustee Eves.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Mayor Curry.
Yes. That motion carries.
Motion to, I have another motion, waive first, second read, action taken, resolution number 24-15, a resolution approving and adopting collective bargaining agreement between Teamsters Local Union number 731 and the Village of Lynwood.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Eves, supported by Dunlap. Attorney Boyle?
Yes, this resolution comes to you for approval on first reading. Bargaining between the Teamsters Local and the village has been successfully concluded. This is the bargaining unit that represents your public works employees. As a result of the negotiations, we're bringing to you a 3-year collective bargaining agreement that has some cleanups in call-in, callback requirements, some updates and cost savings with regard to calculation of overtime, as well as some competitive wage increases for folks in the Public Works bargaining unit in the first year of the agreement to put you in a better position to be able to compete for positions in what right now is a relatively tight labor market. You have a quorum here, but generally speaking, resolutions and ordinances require a first and second reading. But the exception to that is under Section 2-130 of your village code. If in the opinion of the village president, approval of the resolution or the ordinance is necessary to best ensure the effective operation of the transaction or the agreement that is the subject of the resolution, that you can waive that first and second reading and approve. And I presume that is the recommendation being made by the village president.
That is. Yes. Thank you. Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Mayor Curry.
Yes. That motion carries.
I have a motion for a first read, no action taken. Resolution number 24-16, a resolution authorizing and approving the professional engineering services proposal of Robinson Engineering, LTD, for the proposed Glenwood Dyer Road sanitary sewer extension.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Eves, supported by Dunlap. Attorney Boyle.
Yes, this, pardon me, this resolution comes to you for a second reading and approval. This covers the engineering services for the proposed sanitary and sewer work on Glenwood Dyer Road. This is going to be predominantly funded by a grant from the county, if memory serves, although the exact designation of the grant escapes me for the moment. We've reviewed the engineering services proposal. It comes from your village engineer, Robinson Services, and find everything to be in good order. Recommend its approval.
Thank you.
Okay.
Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Mayor Curry.
Yes. That motion carries. Does that conclude your report for ordinances?
That concludes, yes, ma'am. Concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now move on to finance. Trustee Eves again.
Good evening, everyone, again. Motion to approve bill payment memo 1498. Total cash disbursement $309,463.71, which includes payroll for the period of April 28th, excuse me, through May 11th, 2024, of $179,171.58.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Eves, supported by Dunlap. Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Mayor Curry.
Yes. That motion carries.
I have a few reminders for our residents. Our senior scholars, our high school senior scholars, the deadline is approaching, which will be June 14th at 4:30 p.m. to submit your application for the educational scholarship. Please ensure that when you submit your application, when you go to your office to have your transcript submitted, that they include your fourth quarter grades. I have received a couple of transcripts that do not have your fourth quarter grades. I have contacted those students to let them know, but it has to include the fourth quarter grades as well. Seats are still available for our fundraiser to fund that educational scholarship to the Four Winds Casino. This trip is June 5th. The cost is $50. We have a bus going. We're going to play games. We have prizes. You get so much money back to play with, so much money back for your lunch. We're going to have a good time. So we do have about 10 seats left, you can contact myself at 708-935-5803, or you can email me at ceves@villageoflynwood.net. We are also taking any amounts of donations. If you're unable to make the trip and would like to donate to the scholarship, we are taking donations as well. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. All right. We have nothing for public safety, so we'll move on to our department reports, beginning with Police Chief Thomas.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, residents. Our report since May 14th was 158 traffic stops, 9 arrests, 6 guns recovered, 342 business checks, 16 domestic incidents, 103 ordinance violations, and 921 calls for service. We have officially ended our STEP grant, which is our traffic grant, click it or ticket. And as of June 21st through July 8th, we'll be moving into our drive server or pull over, drive high, get a DUI traffic grant campaign. So we'll be out there making sure our roads are safe, so please abide by the rules. Don't drink, don't drive, don't get high, don't drive. All right. We want to thank all those businesses and those supporters who supported our fundraising event for our K-9. Those T-shirts are still on sale through June 4th. You can visit our Facebook account at Village of Lynwood Police Department for the link to purchase any of those T-shirts. They're $25. We thank everybody who have participated. Also our torch run, which is supporting our Special Olympics, will be June 4th, starting at 7:15. We'll be starting off at Carlisle's Bar, which is 20600 Torrance Avenue. We will be running north. We have a route. We'll eventually be passing that torch over to Lansing Police. We encourage all of our residents to come out. For the best view of us running with that torch would be at the dog park at 201st and Lake Park Drive. We want to come out, and we're just asking that our residents and our commuters be a little patient. We will be occupying certain streets, so be a little patient. We should only be in our town no more than 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. The other thing, we want to thank everybody who came out and supported Cop on Top. That was our first Cop on Top here in Lynwood with our very brand new Dunkin' Donuts. We're proud to announce we raised more money this year than last year. Again, that goes towards our Special Olympics. And lastly, the Lynwood Police Department will be partnering with Living Grace Church, who are sponsoring the Walk in Authority Conference. So this is a conference where we're targeting young men between the age of 10 and 20 years old, and we are proactively trying to prevent the next Garner situation, the next Mike Brown, the next Kwame McDonald situation. And how are we doing this? We're creating a safe environment where police officers and our youth can have these tough conversations, where officers get a chance to learn exactly what the fears our youth go through and how they respond to policing. And on the other side, we're going to teach our youth exactly what we do, our protocols, so they understand what it is we do and why we do and how the law supports us. So if you're interested or you know some youth that are interested, please register. You can register by calling 708-895-9690. And you can find these pluggers in our lobby. Pick up one, and please come out and support us. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Chief Austin.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Stats for the fire department: 46 ambulance calls, 1 building fire, 2 accidents without injuries, 2 gas leaks, 1 CO detector activation, 1 power line down call, 6 assisted ambulance, 4 alarm system activations, 1 smoke investigation, totaling for a total of 64 calls for the fire department. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Director Garcia.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Since our last meeting, we have 0 water main breaks to report. We did repair 1 storm sewer. We fixed 3 street signs. We also were able to finally do our beautification program, which we finished actually this morning. So you do see a lot of flowers that are going to be blossoming here shortly. And also, restoration has started. We are going to be calling and leaving letters to all of our residents that are going to get either new concrete because we damaged it because of a water main break, or if you're going to get new repairs for your parkway, you'll be getting a letter as well. So some already got it, some will get it within the next day or so. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Village Engineer, Mrs. McPherson.
Thank you. Good evening, Madam Mayor. Good evening, residents. I want to thank you, Mayor, and the trustees and the residents that came out last Wednesday for the open house. We were able to get some insight on what you guys thought the connectivity should look like in the village, so we're taking that back to the planning team and continue to drafting up the plan, and we'll keep you guys updated as we keep going. That concludes my report.
Thank you. And the open house that she's referring to, if you're not familiar, is regarding the feasibility study that we're currently conducting that is grant funded, and we are exploring more bike and walking paths throughout the village. So, thank you. It was a great time. You guys did a great job. Finance Director, Mrs. Switterek.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no report tonight.
Nice and simple. Thank you. Building Director, Ms. Hurley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The number of permits issued from May 15th to May 28th were 28 permits with a permit total of $5,548. Want to remind residents, if you currently have a rental property here in Lynwood, this is the time to register your rental property with the village. If you need the paperwork for that, you can stop by the village office and get the paperwork at the front desk, or you can email me at jhurley, that's JHURLEY, at villageoflinwood.net. Additionally, we have been fielding calls from illegal activity in foreclosures and some complaints about grass and property. So if you have any need to contact us, you can give us a call at 708-758-6101. Option 4 is what you will hit, and we will try our best to rectify your situation. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Attorney Boyle.
No report.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Yes, I just want to report that vehicle stickers are on sale, and you must hurry up and get them because they have to be displayed before June 16th. The police will be issuing tickets on June 17th. The prices are for seniors 65 and older, $5, and that's one per household. And then everyone else under 65 is $48 for cars and SUVs, and pickup trucks are $53. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. I have a few things I want to share. First, I want to remind our residents that we are moving into our summer meeting schedule. So for the months of June, July, and August, we will be meeting once a month, and that is on the 4th Tuesday of those months. So please share that with your neighbors. If you have neighbors that are looking for meetings on our YouTube page or they actually attend meetings, remind them that we're moving into our summer schedule. You heard us earlier vote on the Public Works Collective Bargaining Agreement. That's one of the reasons why we waived first read, is because that agreement has been finalized for a while, and so we wanted to make sure that we got the Public Works guys taken care of, and that they wouldn't have to wait until the end of June for us to get that approved. Trustee Lilly, in his absence, I want to say happy birthday to him. He just celebrated a birthday on yesterday. If you see him outside, please give him a birthday hug. Last week was EMS week. We did not get a chance to celebrate. If you don't know, we have ambulance services now. We have a fire station full of firefighters and EMS staff. And so tonight I'll be heading over there to have dinner with them and love on them. So if you see a member of our fire team or EMS employee, please thank them for their service. If any of the trustees or the clerk would like to join me tonight, I'd be happy to have your company. I, too, want to thank the P7 group for prayer on the pole. It is always a pleasure to get out and support these young people, particularly when they're doing something that's really, really good and really, really meaningful. It was just a powerful morning, and it was impressive to see so many of them out there working together and focused on one common goal. And so thank you to Trustee Blakey and Trustee Eves for joining me as well. I want to say thank you to TF South, class of 2024, for inviting me to that graduation. It is always a good time to watch those young people across the stage. I also want to say congratulations to all of the 2024 graduates. I want to thank Brittany McPherson again for the great work that they did on the open house. It is a first for the village of Lynwood, and we're looking forward to the outcome. That is all that I have. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion. Support it.
Motion by Dunlap, supported by Eves. Roll call.
Eves,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Mayor Curry.
Yes, that motion carries. We are officially adjourned. If you guys can meet me down.